Okay, so this video is for the hand washing techniques lab. So you'll want to get out the hand washing techniques packet. And then inside is a lot of stuff. So you should have 3 of these test tube rack holder things. So you'll fold it. It'll hold test tubes. You have test tubes, test tube brush, and then some pipettes, and then the Glo Germ materials, which is the manual, but you'll be using the Carolina instructions, and it comes with Glo Germ lotion. And then it also comes with a little UV light. I've already opened it, but it comes with like a little plastic tab that you have to remove before the light will work. So to start activity 1, you will want to get out your PPE, which is your goggles, and your apron, which is in the chemistry safety set. And then you will want to get out a China marker and a beaker from your Principles of Biology equipment set. And then you'll want to add some tap water to the beaker. So now we're ready to start activity 1. The first part is you'll want to set up all your test tube racks and then separate all of the materials into 3. So set up all the test tube racks, and then so you'll have 2 test tubes for each set and then 1 pipette for each set. And then fill your beaker with water if you haven't already. Then use your grease pencil. So I called it a China marker. It's also called a grease pencil, to write on your test tubes. And so the first 2, you'll want to mark them as no wash. The second 2, you'll write quick wash. And then the third 2 test tubes will be labeled good wash. And those are the 3 different steps of the activity. Then you'll want to put on your PPE. So when you first get your goggles, they're extended like as big as they can get, but you just pull on the little tabs to make them tighter. And put on your apron. Oh, so the apron, you'll have to tie there's little ties to put on. So from the magic of TV, I've attached the ties. So basically I just made a knot and then slipped it through on each one. My cat is biting me with it. So just like that, and then you can tie the 2 side springs around your back. So the next step is to shake the Glo Germ well. So shake, shake, shake. And then apply a quarter-size amount of Glo Germ to the palm of your hand and then rub your hands together. So we're gonna that's gonna be a quarter size for me. So then rub your hands together and make sure to get in between your fingers and the back of your hands. And it says not to contact your clothes because it might stain. All right, I think I got it all over. So then you'll take a transfer pipette and so this one is the no wash. So you're just gonna take the first set, the first pipette, and then transfer 3 mils. So I think that's 1, 2, 3 mils maybe. Oh no. So up to here is 1 mil. So 1, 2, 3. And then repeat with the second test tube. 1, 2, 3. And then put them in the no wash box, and then you'll want to turn off the lights and use the UV light to see where your contamination is. So let's see how contaminated this is. Yeah, well, it's all over my hands. So there's definitely contamination on that. Well, just the bulb part. It looks like maybe a little bit on the beaker. I even got it on the box. Can you see that? And then let's see the test tubes. Oh, it's hard to see. And then it says to record the number of contaminating spots. So you would have to figure out how you want to do that, what you're going to consider a contaminated spot, and as long as you are consistent throughout the experiment, that should work. So now for part 2, you'll wash your hands. So this is the quick wash. You'll just wash as you normally would. And then it suggests using paper towels. So if you have paper towels, get those out. I already washed my hands. And so then we'll repeat the same steps with the pipette. And put in 3 mils. So 1, 2, 3. And then you repeat it with the second test tube. 1, 2, 3. And then you'll want to use your UV light to see observe your contamination. So first I'm going to look at my hands. Can you see like it's glowing where my nail beds are? Like it's glowing a lot right there. Oh, and my knuckle. Let's see. Not really my fingertips, but under my nails are glowing. If you can see that. Let's see. It is glowing a little bit. I'll try to see if I could take pictures, if that would come out better. Let's see the test tubes. I don't see contamination on the test tubes. So that's part 2. So part 3 is where they have you watch a video on proper hand washing technique. So here's the video.
Hand washing is a very important part of lab safety for microbiology. Begin by wetting your hands with warm tap water. Use plenty of soap. Begin by rubbing the soap over the palms of your hands, then the backs of your hands. Make sure to get in between your fingers on both hands. Okay. Don't forget to get the knuckles on each hand because these tend to hold on to dirt very well. Don't forget the thumbs and the crease behind each thumb. Okay. Then be sure to get your palms again and then rinse thoroughly with water. Okay. Once your hands are thoroughly rinsed, dry with paper towels, and then use the paper towel to turn off your tap. The entire procedure should take approximately 20 seconds. You can roughly time yourself by humming the happy birthday song to yourself 2 times.
So you'll want to have paper towels ready in order to do that. But don't wash your hands yet because that's part 4. So for part 4, you apply the Glo Germ as you did in part 1. So a quarter size amount. And get it all over your hands. And then you go wash your hands using the technique that we watched in the video. So then you check to see how well you did. I did the same technique except for I tried to get under my nails a little better. So actually, I don't see it in my nail beds as much. Oh, there's some right there. If you can see it. Yeah, I didn't get this hand as well. It's still glowing. And then you use the same technique. Repeat the steps of transferring 3 mils. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you'll observe, I don't see any glowing on that. And then I don't see any glowing on here. I suggest for part 2 and for this to go check out your sink, like your door handle, your light switch, the faucet, the hot water knob. So yeah, then you just write your results, and you'll want to, for cleanup, you'll want to save the test tubes and the beaker. You can just wash that with regular soap. The China marker should come off just with soap. You can scrub it off. And it says you don't need to save the cardboard test tube racks. It looks like one comes with the Principles of Biology kit, but maybe save one and then recycle the other 2. You throw away your paper towels. The water is fine to go down the sink. And you can save your Glo Germ and UV light, and you can test your family, or you can follow the training manual and try it again another time if you want. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. Bye.